Thank you to the EA Creator Network for sponsoring this video. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This is MahoganyMaxine, and I am coming to you with my first sponsored by EA video. Give it up for the girl. Claps. I am applauding myself in my head, but welcome to the channel. This is MahoganyMaxine, and I'm here with you with another speed build in the brand new, beautiful world that came with Lovestruck. I absolutely, first looks, love the world. The world is absolutely stunning. The colors, the nod to Spanish Revival style as far as architecture is concerned. So I'm liking it so far. How are you all liking it? Please sound off in the comments if you are playing the game a lot, doing the gameplay, or if you're a builder and you love the build buy, or if you love the cast. I've mostly only explored the build buy, and so I can only really speak to that. I haven't done much gameplay, but I'm excited to get started with that and see what that's all about with these new dates and the new interactions and romance and things like that. But yeah, the world is absolutely stunning, and I honestly, at first I thought I was going to do a residential lot. So where we're working on is Casita del Amor, which is, from the description, a residential lot in the suburbs. But once I was doing it, I was like, no, this is going to be a rental, like a vacation rental. So on the gallery, you'll see it's a vacation rental. It's inspired by like Airbnbs. I've been to Mexico quite a bit, and so I wanted to evoke, Airbnb, extended stay kind of style, maybe something you do with your friends, a friend's-cation, or even a vacation. So you'll see that in the style of the home. But yeah, I only use base game and Lovestruck, which was a struggle because it could look amazing. The build buy looks so good with already existing things we have. Base game looks great with it, but also things from high school years was looking good with it. Stuff from Discovery University, Jungle Adventure. There were so many packs that I was like, wow, for rent, with the Tom Rainey style. So just so many things already existing in the game, and this just adds to it, especially for us builders. It gives us a lot of options, a lot of different colorways. I love that the swatches, there's so many swatch options that are absolutely gorgeous. So I'm excited to play with it more, and I'm excited to get into the apartments in this world, which I haven't really explored. I wanted to hurry up and get this video out and get the first looks on it. So I hope you enjoy it. I will say that at first, when I thought I was going to do a residential build, it was going to be for a family, like a family of 3 or 4. If you've come to my channel before, I love a good old family build. But halfway through, I was like, no, this is for friends who are going out on the town, and it's out of the way of the hustle and bustle of the city, but it's easy to bike into the city, and it's like great to bring a hot date back to. So there's a lot of great features in this home as far as like Airbnb is concerned, because that's really what I was going for, was that that kind of like homey rental where you see like it has all the amenities, and yeah, so let me know what you think about it. I did create a little woohoo lounge area because I just feel like the pack really lends to some very unserious action in some very unserious gameplay, and it reminds me of The Sims 2, which was a lot of fun, a little bit raunchy, and just kind of, like, I don't know, like goofy, if that's the right word. Getting back to like the fun of it all, especially with the decor, the love beds and everything like that. So there are some realistic elements to the build buy as well, which I love, but I love the more fun, like you would never put this in your house kind of items that we have. So but yeah, I'm getting the shape together here of the outside. I couldn't figure out what swatches I wanted to use because I'm really not a stucco girl unless I'm going full Spanish Revival, which this is not traditional Spanish Revival. It's more townhomey, mixed with a little Spanish Revival. I wanted to keep it in the same environment as the other homes like right behind, which are those row homes that are very colorful and beautiful. So I wanted to keep in that style, but because it's a rental, I wanted it to be a little bit more palatial, more space. And when I was creating it, my partner came in, he said, that looks like a reality TV home. And I said, ooh, that's perfect. Imagine Love Island, Mexico City, Love Island, Mexico City, and this is the house that they get to run rampant and have their hot, steamy action going on. So yeah, that's really perfect. I was so glad he said that. I was like, that's exactly what I'm going for. I imagine friends got together, pooled their funds. If it's not a reality TV show, they just decided to rent this beautiful home and have dates come back and, just have a good old adult fun time, I guess you could say. But yeah, I did put some rooftop extension here that you'll see, but you'll see that me actually build it out a little bit later, because it does take me a minute to get to it, because I was working on the landscaping, as you can see, which I didn't want to do overgrown, because again, this is not a residential lot. I wasn't really thinking about an individual personality. A lot of times with Airbnbs, it's kind of, not bare bones, I will say. Like, they still want to make it beautiful, nice, and welcoming, but it doesn't have a specific personality. Like, the environment that it's in, the home itself, the amenities are what's the personality, but there's not going to be like, oh, like, this person is really into reading, or, this person's really into botany. It's very, like, one size fits all, and you saw the pictures and you were attracted to it. This reminds me of a house I've seen on Airbnb for Mexico City. Very much this vibe, where it's very welcoming and colorful and has everything you need right in the house, as far as like tiles are concerned, and beautiful little tchotchkes around. So you'll see a lot of that, and I did work with the pools as well. I will say I struggled a little bit, so I cut out some of the footage. I was trying to do an overground pool. It failed miserably, but you'll see that in a moment. But yeah, we're working on the kitchen here, and I went with the base game counters. I will say, I don't know what's with the EPs not giving us counters. What gives? I really wish we got counters with this one, because I think the tile on the counter will be beautiful. I think there was just a huge opportunity to give us counters, and even appliances, because I remember with Growing Together, we got appliances and not counters, and I was like, what gives? Give us counters. What's the deal? It would be so lovely. We need more counters that are vanilla. It can't hurt. We have a lot of options if you have all the packs, but when I'm thinking of people who don't have all the packs, they need more counter options with these new EPs. I feel like if you're going to give us a bunch of furniture like beds and tables and chairs and bar stools and windows, like, why not give us counters? EA, please. I think it would have looked lovely to have a new sink as well, and maybe a new appliance of some sort. That would have been nice. And maybe even the tortilla warmer could have been functional. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of desires, but that's me begging. So yeah, we're working on the kitchen, and again, I wanted it to be like an Airbnb, so not too overcluttered. You have all the necessities to make a good breakfast with your friends in the morning, a good brunch, had a late night out, so you have some fruit out in the morning, very simple, but not overly cluttered, because it's not a residential lot. So it's just very beautiful, and you have decor that fits. You have the wine, of course, some liquor, of course, if you're on vacation with your friends. So that's what I really wanted to give. It's Airbnb, and I even named it, I believe it'll be in the description below, but I think I named it Casita del Airbnb. So I'll put the description for 100% certainty down below that you can find on the gallery. My gallery ID is MahoganySims, not MahoganyMaxine, but MahoganySims. So feel free to peruse and check that out and download it. Yeah, working on the dining area, as you can see, there is a lot of color going on in here. I kept going towards the oranges and the yellows. I feel like that really fits the vibe of the Cuidado Enamorada. So, you know, orange, very vibrant colors. So a lot of oranges, shades of red and yellow you'll see throughout, and then more natural wood tones and stuff like that. Working with base game only in the pack was uniquely difficult, but I did my absolute best. You will soon see me using other packs with it, but I wanted to give it a chance just in case. I know, you know, base game is still free, so just in case someone said, oh, let me try this out, and wanted to download the game, the brand new EP, and then with the free base game they would have something to use. And I think just really honor what the wonderful creators of The Sims did with all of the Lovestruck items. The cute like tchotchkes, which I don't know the proper names, like that little dog that comes in all the swatches is beautiful. This like vine tree here, also beautiful. There's so many just very ornate items, and I can't wait to like work with Tool a little bit, which hasn't been updated yet when I'm publishing this video. But Twisted Mexi, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are Twisted Mexi, but take your time. I adore you and I adore your work. So, you know, working without Toolmod was fine, but I'm excited to work with Toolmod to like turn things around. Like I would love to make that vine tree, a headboard of some sort. I don't know, but the wheels were turning as I was working with this build by. So this little area that I just did, that was like a little entryway, you know, I feel like a grand entrance with a marble table, which I think is, you know, very apropos for a rental. So now moving on into the living space, which at first I was like, this is such a big room, but I decided I wanted to have a separate area, which you'll see to the left with the animal print. That's like a little woohoo game area. So we'll be working on that soon, but I still wanted the living room to be fun and a little campy. I think that's a good word for this pack, campy. It is very camp. And I'm here for it because The Sims 2 was very campy. The Sims 3 was campy. And I'm excited that The Sims 4 is really leaning into some camp, some raunchy, you know, just some very silly, goofy behavior. I think we all need that, especially just today. You know, some people and things are just far too serious, and so I think this is a video game to have fun, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy, whether you're a builder or a caster or a storyteller. I think there's something for everyone to really enjoy and dig in, but I'm speaking from outside the club because I really have not played the gameplay whatsoever. I was on SML stream early this morning at like 5 a.m. She was up doing her thing. She's a wonderful storyteller, and I need to watch her stream from, I think, yesterday, where she did gameplay, and she's a wonderful, if you know who I'm talking about, please go follow her, twitch.tv/SML, ESSEMELLE. I'm plugging my friends, but she's absolutely lovely, but she does the gameplay, and I need to go watch her vlog, or her VOD, excuse me. But yeah, the artwork also, oh my goodness, the artwork is so nice. I think just over the years, the Sims team has really gotten a lot better about artwork and decor in general, because when I look at base game, which we were working with, right, it didn't look that good. It was nice, but this is a true evolution of the design style and the meshes and all of those things. So I'm very, very pleasantly like surprised and delighted at the artwork options that we have, because they're not all just, you know, obviously Lovestruck centric. I can see them being well with high school years, like I said earlier. I think it would just look good in some residential lots, some family lots, things like that. So there's that. And this is the first time I'm ever using this martini light. Please tell me, in the chat, if you've ever used this martini light. I've never used it, but I feel like for this little woohoo lounge den area that I've created, this devil's den, if you would, it is so appropriate. It just is silly and goofy, and I'm here for it. So, rearranging the living room a little bit, jumping around because I didn't see that we got a new bar, so I wanted to make sure I got a use of that. And then here I'm putting the strip twister, I guess that's supposed to be. And then moving on upstairs. So I wanted every room to have a different personality, and then I end up changing the room swatches, so don't get married to it. And I also end up changing that closet because it's not base game or Lovestruck, and I decided to put in the closet from the new pack. So the little like coat closet, utility closet, I put it somewhere else in the house. So you don't see me do that, but you'll see it if you download the lot from the gallery, or in the screenshots, you'll see that. So I end up getting rid of that closet in that other room. But yeah, now I'm working on this leopard print, cheetah print. I don't know, is it leopard or is it cheetah? I can never really tell the difference, but I thought this was so gauche and gaudy, and I loved it. I love the camp of this. Like, I don't think I've ever really appreciated how campy it could get, and this really takes it all the way for me. I almost thought about putting the carpet in here, but upstairs I put all hardwood floors, but we do have a cheetah / leopard carpet that we have with it, and I just think, I don't know, like I could see the Caliente family loving this as well. I actually want to redo their home in Oasis Springs. I want to do a reno and give it the Lovestruck touch, because I feel like this will be very appropriate for the Calientes, for Don Lothario especially, because you know he is a boy around town, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm loving the leopard print. It reminds me of Big Ange. If you're a big Mob Wives fan, I'm a huge Mob Wives fan, but I know a while ago on TikTok the whole like Mob Wives aesthetic was coming back, but I watched that show from the very begin, and I'm also from the Northeast where we wear our leopard print, okay? So I'm so into it. Like, y'all have no idea how hype I am about these prints, these animal prints that we have. I'm going to be using them, wearing them out. I've already have ideas about different bachelor pads, bachelorette pads that I want to create, so stay tuned. I'll be building a lot more as well on the channel. But yeah, now I'm working with some drapery, trying to figure that out. And I love this little fan. I love that fan. I don't know why. I love a good realistic item. So the fan is it really speaks to me. And the balconies, there's a balcony in 2 of the rooms. I imagine, you know, just something fun to have. Like, I would love to stay here in this love pad. You know, each room has a different vibe for loving and flirting and getting your Mac on, as it were. You know, you have this very blush room, and then you have the cheetah room, so you can let that inner cheetah out. And then you have, you know, this room, like I said, is like a blush room, so it's, you know, very coy and charming and romantic. I don't know, I'm really feeling my oats with this build, because I just think it evokes so many different fun little emotions, and this is just what I needed. I needed this like jolt of vibe. I don't need again, so I digress. But yeah, we're working on putting up some artwork in here, and I love these new decals. Definitely will be using them more. I couldn't really find the proper place to put them in this build, but I love these decals, and I'll definitely be using them more. I love a good LED, you know, decal. So yeah, now we are working on getting some more decor in here and more clutter. I love the little toiletries that we got. I feel like that fits for the vibe of a rental. You know, the host wants to treat you well and give you some toiletries to use and whatnot. So I like that little detail. I think it's very cute. I'm gonna definitely be using it in bathrooms and such, but I put it in every room because I feel like that's fitting Airbnb host. The nice ones, the gracious ones, will put, you know, little gift sets and stuff in your rooms. I actually haven't been in an Airbnb in a really long time. I'm going to Cape May, Jersey soon, which is a beautiful, beautiful beach down the shore, and I'll be staying in an Airbnb cottage. I'm very excited about that. So yeah. Now we're on to this room, which has this Art Deco vibe in here. So I wanted to utilize each wallpaper that we got. So I like this colorway. I will say I was a little intimidated. Similarly to the Maximalist pack, the Maximalist kit, excuse me. I was very intimidated by it because of just, they're so busy, but I can definitely see a woman of a certain age really loving this, a gentleman of a certain age really loving this vibe. So I went ham and cheese with this. So I hope you enjoy it. Tell me if you like the Art Deco style. I do like Art Deco style in theory when I see a building, but incorporating it into a build is so difficult for me. So I'm looking forward to getting more out of my comfort zone and using things with the Maximalist kit and this pack to complement each other, because I think that's another one where a lot of items look really good together from this pack. And also the Riviera kit that we just got, so many beautiful items. I can't wait to pair that with it. So just a lot of opportunity to mix and match and play with different items from all of the kits and packs and stuff that we got over the years. So now finally working on this backyard. Like I said, I tried to do an above ground pool. You know, the Airbnb is fancy, but it's not like super duper luxury. It's nice, but you can tell that it's not like perfect. So I wanted to do an above ground pool to give the vibe of like, you know, they're doing their best. But it didn't work out because the ladder was being weird. I really didn't like how it looked. I was trying to do something with the terrain. I was having a hard time, so I gave up. So you'll see soon enough, I switch it back to a ground pool. But yeah, I'm putting down a little table back here, some plants. Because this isn't a residential lot, I'm not going all in on the backyard like I usually do for a residential lot. I feel like this is just nice to be in the pool, go on a skinny dip with the friends that you rented this house with at the date that you brought back. Yeah, and I love the plants around the little pool. It's just a very small pool, almost like a jacuzzi style pool, I guess you could say. Just something to do a quick little dip. You know, you're not going to do laps. You're not going to get necessarily a good workout in, but it's cute, you know, cute little Instagrammable or Simstagrammable moment. And then these little debug box flowers are so pretty. So I put them all around the lot. And then a little trash can back here, which leads to the neighborhood. And then upstairs, this rooftop area. I really, really like this little rooftop area. I think it is so cute. And you can only get to it through the ladder, which I think is just, I don't know, like very cute. It reminds me of college, rooftops in college in the city. You have to like get on a fire escape. You know, it wasn't very easy. There wasn't just stairs to the roof. You know, you had to really climb and really work to get up there. So I think this is a perfect example of that. And it's still functional and fun. I put a little mat up there so you can play the game with your date, or you can stargaze, look at the constellations, which is very romantic on a warm summer night. I think that would be so cute for your Sims. A little table up there, and just vibe out. I think this will be perfect for some screenshots during some gameplay, so I'm excited to play in it myself. So for this room, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but then I remembered we got new fitness gear, and you know, we got a new fitness slot, a gym, and so I was like, okay, yeah, an Airbnb with a in-studio, in-home gym, why not? So we got a couple functional items, and then we got the weight rack, which is very cute, not functional but cute. So yeah, a nice little place to just come work out while you're on vacation. Why not? Some people do, some people don't. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the screenshots. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the new pack, and I'm excited to get more builds out with all of this stuff. All right, folks, take care. Bye.